Good afternoon, everyone. It is Mitchell, aka The Walker in Orlando, and welcome back to Epcot. And welcome to our first trip to Festival of the Arts here at Epcot, our favorite festival, in all my opinion, the best festival here at Epcot today. So we came on over today to check everything out, look at booths, look at art, and have a grand old time. What I do love is the facade they do every year, and I always love the Figment of Imagination 2023 Series 1 gallon. It's always so good every year. It's always heavily important though you do pick up your Festival of the Arts passport, because in here this will have everything you need to find. This also has all the Broadway the Broadway concert series, has the menus and everything else that they do have to offer. So it's very important you do grab one of these to have a successful trip to Festival of the Arts. Creations, and they have the Figment Disney Munchling for Figment, so the Fruity Fig Bar Figment for the International Festival of the Arts 2023. The only thing they really have in here right now. I think everything else is going to be up and around, but if it gives you an idea, I actually booked the virtual queue for Guardians of the Galaxy. However though, I booked that at 1:40 and it says we won't be able to go back till 7:35. But this was starting to happen with Rise of Resistance right before they took it off virtual line. But I also think once Tron opens, I think Guardians will go off a virtual line as well. So, which will be interesting to see how long that line will be. But I think it'll put more people through the ride than Rise does. So here's one of the pins for the Festival of the Arts, and it's Figment with Create Your Magic. So $18 for that. I kind of picked over on their pins in this area right now. They do have a cup. Very limited merchandise, I feel like, for Festival of the Arts. $45 for that. But then this was pretty cool. You can do chalk art on this.
Oh, Mitchell, these are gonna be popular.
$25. Yeah, the Figment.
Little Figment.
Yeah.
I'm not even a Figment person, but he's really cute.
He's a fruity fig bar Figment.
Look at the wings.
Oh, he does have his little wings on the sides.
Fruity fig bar. A fig bar. No one
bar.
ever eats fig bars anymore. Fig Newtons.
But it works well with Figments.
Yeah, it does. Oh, this is the one thing I wanted to try for the festival.
The rainbow cake with freeze-dried Skittles.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Well, see, also because this is the Figment Inspiration Station.
Oh, look how cute the little cup is.
Yeah, I think you get the cup with it. But I've heard negative things about the drink though. But
Grape drink is kind of strange.
yeah, but if you also order the Figment popcorn bucket, this is where you pick it up. So the popcorn bucket's $25, and there's not the 4.5 hour line like there was last year. See, this is what I mean. So last year they moved it into the building between the UK and Canada Pavilion. This year they've set up the whole Odyssey space to strictly for Figment and a lot of art. So like all that is all art. Plus this is where you get the grape milkshake and the rainbow cake that Kayla really wants. One thing I do love about the Festival of the Arts is that it's not like Food and Wine where it's so you have booths every 5 feet. You have a lot more different types of art. So you have the physical art, actual art like we just saw. But then they have concerts on Disney Broadway concert series, where people who have performed on Broadway for Disney productions do come here and they perform here during the day. Also in the American Pavilion they do have drawing classes. You learn how to draw characters and stuff like that. But also they do have local some high schools come out and perform during the day as well. So it's not just physical art like you think. It's all different things. Plus you get artists that Disney normally works with, and they can bring out their entire collections, and you find things that you would never find anywhere else. So this is the booth that I prefer the most. Greg McCullough, or McCullough Arts, is my favorite artist, Disney artist, because a lot of his stuff he does hidden Mickeys in. And what's really funny is you'll walk up and it'll actually tell you how many hidden Mickeys he has. And even this one has 52 hidden characters. As you can see right there, there's Cheshire Cat, there's a Mickey right there, there's a Bambi, Mr. Toad,
Alice,
Minnie, Jiminy. So this is really cool. But he has a lot of the stuff from the new Mickey shorts as well. So also between the Outpost and Germany, you have the Festival Market, and this is where they have the spin art. Now this is also, there's two ways you can do the spin art. You can either do it via the spinning, or you can actually come up to the bikes and actually ride it. You can actually ride it and it spins So someone will ride it while someone does the art, and it makes the spin art for you. So it's something I really want to do every year, but never get around to it. So here at like the Crystal Art booth that's between Germany and Italy, they brought back the Create Your Own Glasswork. So you can tap into creativity with a new artist opportunity by designing your own decorative fused glass keepsake. You can purchase a project, then choose from a variety of glass pieces, customize your work art. And my usual check once a new festival starts is to come over to the miniature train village, check for their banners, and once again, like every year, they got them again. It cracks me up every time. So this is where you can become part of the art. And so what they do is they have a PhotoPass person, and you can actually see the picture that you like creating with the viral art or the classic art, so like the screen, kind of like right there. And it's actually funny, on the inside of the picture frame you can actually see what you're supposed to do, so you can recreate the art. So like right here, you come into the American Garden Theater, and they have the brand new actually electronics like video screen. So like I said, Disney on Broadway, Mandy Gonzalez, Ada, and then L. Steven Taylor from The Lion King. What's also cool is they have this animation academy because at 12:30 and 1:30 back here in the Gardens, the American Gardens Theater. Wow, I did not remember what that was. So here's Noah Fine Art. Oh my gosh.
I don't know who it is, but that's adorable.
Jeez. I just love this style of art. Like, it's not like oh, this is my, I got this last year. I think I impulse bought that like in a heartbeat. Oh, this stuff's always so good. I am glad they did bring back the Encanto booth again. And I think it's the same as last year, like menu-wise. I don't know, I'm gonna go back and look at my video from last year. What?
There's pictures of the items up there.
Oh yeah, there is. Usually if you're looking for pictures, they'll put it on these like these kind of stands. So if you want to see what it looks like. So you kind of see what I mean by they have where you can go in and take a photo within with the art. So like you see, there goes Kayla. But it's the Peter Pan, James Barry taking flight. The role of Peter Pan was originally played by a female actor. Yeah.
High pitched voice.
Yeah.
Child.
But it's still pretty cool because like it's like you're in the art, so it's like you're living within the art. So this will end up being like a very quick trip out here because like we weren't planning on being here super long. We wanted to walk around because next week I'm coming with one of my friends, actually some of our friends, and we'll be like spending most of the day here. So I think next week we'll end up trying some of the food, but also be doing the Figment scavenger hunt that they have here. So it's really cool because what it is, it's like it looks like a paint palette, where then you go around to every country and you find the famous painting that Figment has invaded essentially. And they usually have a cool thing. A couple years ago they had maybe a few years right before the pandemic, they had paint cans with them, and I can't remember what this year's is. I don't think I'll have to go and find to see what they are, but it's a really cool thing. It's like $10, you can get a discount on it. It's just a fun thing to do while you're walking around. We would have done it today, but like I said, we really just wanted to walk around and get like experience like our first trip, and also just see where they had the Figment popcorn buckets, because I remember last year that was a whole fiasco in itself. Well, this is like always one of the most popular dishes or like booths. It's the construct dish. This year I think they have a key lime pie and like a BLT I think this year again. I'm not 100% sure. I have not looked at very many menus. Like I said, we were just intending to walk around a little bit, but it's always a very popular booth. They have the wonderful walk of colorful cuisine, which then just take a Technicolor tour around Epcot. You can try different delicious dishes, any 5 menu items that have the cuisine art on it, collect the matching stamp, and then when you do finish, you get this little treat right at the end. So it gives you what you can get, and it shows you where, what it is, and where you get each one of them. So it's kind of a unique thing to kind of do. The popped art sugar cookie with blueberry filling. Didn't even see that. That means something we have to try next time we come. But yeah, so this actually, you don't need to purchase anything. This is actually just in the back of your passport. It's on the very back, so you can see, and you get stamps with corresponding of all the different ones. So it's a really unique and fun thing to do. Then the best part is when you come into this section, they actually have chalk art. And actually what a lot of this is because of it being chalk, usually within a couple of days they end up having to redo a lot of these. So it's always nice, because like on that side they would do chalk art over there, but they actually don't have any chalk art on that side. They only have it on this side right now. You can see they've got a Mickey with like a Van Gogh style on the back. This just impresses the crud out of me, because this is all done with just chalk. And I mean, this doesn't even stay. This just, after a while, you know, within a couple days this will be faded.
Nothing done like today or yesterday.
I think they have been, because they're doing, she's doing one down.
Oh. Kids usually walk across them.
Look at Donald. He popped a hole in his dinghy.
Daisy looks the best.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, they're making one right now. Wow. Look at Rhea down there. We got Rhea and and they have moved the expression section, aka the paint by numbers mural, right here. So I thought the line was, because it's actually on the wall, it's on one of the construction walls over there. So we're gonna go over here and do this, because I haven't done that. Oh, and look at all the different ones it could be. Look at the Starry Night Epcot. All right, number 10. And this year you can only paint 3 squares. In the past it's been 5.
My favorite thing to do is when they do the touch-up at the end, and you can come and do touch-up to make the squares nicer.
Oh yeah.
I like doing that more.
I completely forgot they did the touch-up part of it. Oh, daily until 5 p.m.
You can do the one next to it.
Alright, gonna do my 3 squares.
You can pick one more time. Try somewhere else.
Yeah, so with the inspiration, the expression section, aka the paint by numbers, normally in year, like when you would do it, you would then get a postcard that showed you what you were doing. It looks like they don't have any postcards today, but it does close every day at 5 p.m. So it's kind of nice. It's also in the sun, so I think it dries a lot quicker, so that then they can get it moved. But usually what actually happened a couple of years ago was that they did this and then they would put it over where Guardians of the Galaxy was being built and put it up there. But a lot of times you get moved to the backstage area so the cast members can see it.